Welcome to the LANAXIS Network Shipper Portal. This will be your command center for building contractual relationships directly with hundreds, if not thousands, of trucking companies, also known as carriers. All 1.6 million federally licensed carriers are stored in the LANAXIS database. The dashboard serves as the launching point for creating and managing your loads, tracking and messaging carriers and drivers, viewing and organizing all key data reports, and much more. First, you'll need to set up your shipper profile. Some fields may be pre-populated based on publicly available information. This includes estimated company revenue and your 4-digit government standard industry classification, or SIC code. You can modify these fields as needed. You'll be able to glide through the profile setup process fairly quickly. The last step is critical. This is where you input the types of freight you move, truck types you utilize, and your preferred lanes. These will all be primary factors in finding and connecting with suitable carriers. With millions of carriers, it is important for carriers to be able to query to connect directly with you. In the setup process, shippers will upload their contract terms and conditions, such as insurance premiums and other requirements, which all carriers must accept. If a carrier does not accept the terms, they will not have visibility to any of the shipper's posted freight. Any terms or requirements related to a specific shipment can be added later to the load manifest and/or bill of lading, which carriers will see in the shipment notes section. It's important to note the shipper's contract cannot include payment terms. LANAXIS requires both shippers and carriers to agree to the standardized network terms and conditions. The guaranteed network payment process is handled by Stripe, one of the leading payment processing companies in the world. Once the shipper confirms the negotiated rate, payment is immediately pulled from the shipper and held in an escrow-type LANAXIS account for later release to the carrier. This guarantees carriers will be paid following a successful delivery. There is a 24-hour post-delivery dispute window for each side. In the event of a dispute, the carrier's payment will be withheld until the dispute is settled. An offline third-party law firm arbitrator handles all disputes. Let's head back to the dashboard and focus on network invitations, which is where you'll build your carrier direct network. Here you'll see your established connections, pending connections, and suggested connections. You can query for carriers based on location, industry, preferred lanes, types of freight moved, and a host of other criteria. When you find a carrier you would like to build a direct relationship with, you can just send them an invite to connect. You'll be notified once the carrier accepts your invitation. And now, a direct relationship can start to flourish. Of course, carriers also have the opportunity to search the network based on similar criteria and send shippers direct invitations to connect. Remember, more carriers in your network means more reliable options to help you maneuver through unexpected capacity disruptions, such as demand spikes or even pandemics. It also gives you increased access and visibility into the 1 million trucks that drive empty every day in the U.S. This is a win-win for everyone. Not only does it decrease your per-shipment cost, it boosts revenue for carriers and helps the environment by eliminating wasted miles. Now that you've started building your personalized carrier network, let's create a shipment and choose the right carrier to haul it. Let's navigate to the Shipments tab in the upper menu. Here you'll see all your active, upcoming, past, and pending loads. Pending loads are loads that have been accepted by a carrier but are still waiting assignment and acceptance by the driver. Now we'll create a new shipment. When you click the button, you'll see 3 options available. Create a new shipment from scratch, use a saved template, or upload a CSV or Excel file. Additional full integration options are available as well. In general, you'll likely find using a template is the easiest and fastest way to go. But of course, the first time you use the system, you'll have to create a shipment from scratch, which you can later save as a template. Creating a new shipment is fairly straightforward. First, you'll add shipment details, including a shipment title, pickup details including location, date, and pickup time, as well as additional instructions. Then in the drop-off section, you'll follow essentially the same steps. Load details is where you'll fill in the truck type needed, commodity or product you're moving, then the quantity, weight, and dimensions. Shippers control their freight and have the option of choosing a specific connected carrier and negotiating directly with them. Or they can use the bid option to broadcast the load to multiple carriers who meet their criteria. Shippers can broadcast to their preferred carriers or to all carriers in their network. In some cases, the shipper may want to test market rates by broadcasting a shipment using a standard bidding process. Connected carriers will receive the notification, then have the ability to enter a bid, as well as any notes they'd like the shipper to see. Offers and counteroffers are likely to occur, but the shipper can ultimately close out the bidding at any point and select their desired carrier. Once the shipper clicks on the rate confirmation, the agreed-upon amount is pulled into the LANAXIS holding account by the Stripe payment gateway. If the payment is successful, the rate confirmation is immediately sent to the carrier, guaranteeing payment on the load. If the payment fails, the rate confirmation will not be released to the carrier until the payment is approved. See terms and conditions for further details. Now the shipment is ready to begin. The selected carrier will assign the load to one of its drivers, who will receive the load details via the Freight Vision app. That's when Freight Vision's powerful freight management features take over, providing both the shipper and carrier real-time tracking beginning prior to pickup. From there, you'll receive geofence entry and exit notifications, instantly uploaded e-docs, including proof of pickup and delivery, in-app messaging, instantly archived shipment documentation, and much more. Forget phone calls, emails, and paperwork. Freight Vision automates and simplifies the entire process from A to Z. Soon, you'll have a wealth of customized data reports that include critical KPIs, such as on-time delivery rates, driver safety records, average wait times at docks, and other key data. You'll also save on overhead with less need for dispatchers and the ability to shrink oversized and over-budgeted shipping departments. Once proof of delivery is confirmed, the 24-hour dispute window begins. If no disputes are submitted during that period, the LANAXIS holding account will automatically release payment to the carrier, usually within 1 to 4 days, depending on the shipper's payment method. There is no markup on the shipment. Shippers will be charged a 1% payment processing fee based on the contracted rate, plus $5 per shipment to utilize Freight Vision. And that's it. Simple, automated, proactive. The LANAXIS network and Freight Vision work seamlessly together to give shippers and carriers the power to build their own customized freight network, providing direct connectivity, complete visibility, and a mostly hands-off system that does the heavy lifting for you.